We begin with breaking news out of Virginia Beach, where emergency crews took 4 people to the hospital, including 3 children, after witnesses say a truck swerved and hit them right in front of their own yard. Hello, I'm Don Roberts.
And I'm Carrie Fury. We've been following the story since very early this morning. Investigators say it was before 8 o'clock along Chester and Paladin Drive in Virginia Beach. The driver of the truck is now in police custody. 10 on your side's Liz Palka joins us now with the very latest. Liz, and everybody wants to know how these children are doing and the adult that was with them.
Yeah, well, Carrie, the children and the adult are all still in the hospital right now. We know that 2 of them are in critical condition. We're not sure if it's children and the adult or which ones are in critical condition, but 2 are in critical condition. And again, all are still in the hospital. Now, neighbors say they see this father and the kids playing in the yard all the time. They see them making sure that they get to the bus stop okay. This morning should have been like any other morning for this family, but it ended up much different. I want to walk you through the scene a little bit. This blue truck right behind me is at the center of the investigation. On the other side of the blue truck, that is the intersection of Paladin Avenue and Chester Street. That's where a bus driver was parked this morning at the bus stop about 7:40. Police tell us that she had on her stoplights and a caution arm was extended. Next thing they know, a woman driving a blue truck swerved around the bus, drove through the intersection, and police say the driver drove into the neighbor's yard. At that moment, the father and the 3 children that I was describing were walking down the driveway and were struck. Now, we're still trying to learn more about this family, who neighbors tried to help as soon as the accident happened. Children's shoes and book bags are actually still lying in the yard right now. We asked their neighbor Melissa what she thinks just looking at this horrible scene.
Horrified. It could have been my kid if he were older. You definitely, Dad was walking them to the bus stop to make sure they're safe. And if Dad can't even be safe in his own yard with his kids walking to the bus stop, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Now, police are taking up the crime scene tape right now. When I got an update just a little while ago, they were mapping out the scene, taking pictures of it, making sure that they had everything. Now, the bus, again, was going to Lynn Haven Elementary School. The bus driver actually dropped the kids that were on the bus off at Lynn Haven Elementary School and then came back to the scene to reenact it with police officers. And as of now, the driver of that blue pickup truck has not been charged. We're live in Virginia Beach. Liz Palka, 10 on your side.
Hey, Liz, do we know anything more about the driver at this time?
We're still trying to learn more about the driver. She has not been identified. I know that Andy Fox, who's right next to me, actually does have a little bit more information, but there's still not a lot that we know right now.
Okay, some speculation about what she was doing at the time she was driving or her physical condition, but we'll be following up on that story right now as we continue with our team coverage out of Virginia Beach.
10 on your side's Andy Fox spoke to more witnesses on the scene who say they heard disturbing details about this young driver that police say is at the center of the accident. Andy, what did they say?
All right, Carrie, this is what we've been told. Now, I'm going to give you an account based on eyewitness accounts of 2 people who tell exactly the same story of what she said to the police officer. They could hear her, and I will tell you exactly what happened. But let me just show you what happened here. Okay, you've got the tow truck coming in here, but according to witnesses, she was coming right around here. The bus was unloading. She comes up onto the lawn, and then she comes to rest there. That blue pickup, there is damage to the hood, to the grill, and also to the headlight. Now, there were witnesses out here who took pictures of the sobriety check that police were giving. Witnesses say that the bus driver had swerved, and then they pulled her out, and they started giving her a sobriety check. She, according to the witnesses, could not walk the line. Rob Osmundson also shot video, and he told us what she said that he heard with his own ears, what she told police.
I just heard her say that something about she had a prescription for Adderall and Xanax, and that they were all locked up, like they were safe. I think they were might have been in her tummy.
Did she seem disoriented?
Oh yeah, she was tore up, man. She was all animated with the hands, and she couldn't take one step. Never mind 8 or 10.
Now, that is what he heard, what she said to the police. Now, the side effects for Xanax: dizziness, drowsiness, lightheadedness. The side effects for Adderall, which is a treatment for ADHD, dizziness and restlessness, which is consistent with what they are saying how she acted. Now, one person who saw all of this happen, this is only on 10. She tells us her story. She doesn't want to be seen, but she's a neighbor. Her name is Celia Ruiz. When all of this happened, she actually saw the bodies flying through the air. As soon as this happened, she races to the little boy who's the most hurt. This is her account.
The first person I checked was the little boy. Start CPR and just kept doing CPR on him until the fire truck got here and they took over.
Was he responsive? No.
He wasn't.
And then when the emergency service showed up, she allowed the paramedics to take over. But of course, this is the tow truck. It's taking away the blue pickup. We do not know of any charges that have been filed. But Ms. Ruiz also tells the story that she thinks that the driver of the pickup was possibly trying to leave. She's not sure, but her husband was concerned enough that he went in and grabbed the keys, Carrie and Don, grabbed the keys and took them so that she could not leave the scene. Now, these are eyewitness accounts. People saw with their own eyes or what they heard, and we are relaying them to you. Guys, back to you.
All right, Andy, and that is such an important note as the police continue with their investigation. In a toxicology report, we understand a sobriety test was given to the woman at the scene. Did somebody claim that they saw her taking some kind of field sobriety test?
Yes, that is correct, and we will have video of that coming up. Rob Munson actually took video of that, and we will show that to you coming up. But she definitely took a sobriety check, and she obviously had problems walking a straight line, and we will be able to show you that at 12:30. Back to you.
All right, thanks very much. And those eyewitnesses speculating that perhaps prescription medications could have been a factor, shock over what had just happened could have been a factor, so it is so important to let the police investigation continue throughout the day. You also heard that witness who said she went to the most critically hurt child. She said that he was not responsive, but again, we have not received updates from the hospital other than that the 4 people are still there. We have not received word that anyone has passed away from this accident, so of course, reason to be very cautious about that conversation. We understand one of the children was considered to have a life-threatening injury, one minor injury, a serious injury, and the adult with them was considered to be injured critically. That is what we've heard so far, working to confirm it all and bring you the very latest. But of course, this is the story we'll follow throughout the day. Again, somebody filmed that sobriety test of the driver at the scene. We'll show you that tonight in our 90 minutes of news.
And more about this story, police are not releasing what charges the driver of the truck could face at this time. We'll be following the latest developments beginning tonight on Wavy News 10 at 5, and you can also head to wavy.com for updates throughout the day.